What's up, guys? Good morning. If you're an athlete watching this or watching any of the stuff we've been putting out lately, is whether Viking Performance Training or is just on my personal page, Jerry Hanley, then there's no question you, like all the rest of us, if you're an athlete, you're pissed off. Like, you're pissed off about the competitions you're missing, about the seasons in some cases which are completely ending, completely gone. You know, some you may never get them back, some you will. It's just going to take time. In terms of competitions, you may just not know when they're going to be rescheduled. All the time, all the energy, all the work that you put into getting into that game-ready competitive shape to build into that peak. And what's going to, like I said, there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to be pissed about it, but use it. I said you have to be able to use that and make that decision. So they call it a peak for a reason, because you can only reach that type of performance as an athlete after a certain preparation and then the right amount of recovery, and then you can only sustain it for a certain time. You can only hold it for a little bit before you got to come back down a little bit. And again, athletes are pissed because you all got ready for that peak. In some cases, it involved months of training. It may have even involved like weight cut, weight gain, things you can't really sustain all the time. But I said you got to come down. The choice is what you do when you're coming down. I said it's a peak because it is in fact like a climbing a mountain or building a pyramid on the way up. So when you come back down, make the decision to use this time to build that foundation at a higher level base camp than you had it before. So wherever you started your training cycle for the past competition, or at least wherever you started that final climb for the peak, make the commitment so that you're going to go up from a higher level baseline this time around for the next competition. If you can build that baseline, that base camp I call it, at a higher level, more basic strength, more basic muscle endurance, more flexibility, more health, more cardio, whatever it is, like more speed work, but just make sure that that foundation is at a higher level than when you started, so that when we do get back to competitive season, you can start climbing up again. Guarantee you're going to not only reach your peak faster than everybody else you're competing against, but your peak is going to be way higher than it would have been the first time around, because you made the work to establish yourself at a higher level and a higher foundation. It's the same thing for, not even athletes, it's the same exact thing for business owners. Like, I'm doing the exact same thing right now. We're Ground Zero is a small business. We're working on establishing a peak at a higher level than when we first started, at a base camp when we first started, higher foundational phase. So when things come back, because they will, when things come back, we can reach higher and reach even more people than we did before this started. So it's the same exact thing for an athlete, or if you're a small business owner. Again, put the work in. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just make sure you solidify your position in a better situation and then go forward from there. By the way, this rain feels amazing right now, standing outside. Guys, have an awesome day.